Hello, my name is Mackin, and I'm a senior graphic designer here at Doane University, and I'm from Blue Hill, Nebraska. So today I will be doing the showing of my project over healthy gaming and the benefits video games have. So I chose this topic because growing up I enjoyed playing video games, and even still I do now. And growing up I had a lot of people tell me how video games aren't good for you, they rot your brain, they're pointless. So this is the reason kind of why I chose this topic. I want to inform people that video games are not all bad. There's a lot of health benefits to it and skills you can learn from it. Gaming Guardian is the brand I created to kind of teach people like the health benefits and like the skills you can learn just by playing video games, and I guess how you can tie that into the real world. And this is important to me because I grew up playing video games, and my parents, they didn't enjoy me playing video games, but they didn't stop me. And there are also a lot of people telling me like video games are useless and it's a waste of time. But for me personally, I enjoy them, and I think they've taught me a lot of skills today. So personally, I know video games are very beneficial because I've obviously experienced it throughout my time playing video games. And I would just like for everyone to know these benefits and how important they are to maybe people who play video games. Maybe that's the reason they play them, is for health reasons. Okay. For this project, I wanted to show the information of the research I did for this project, but I also did not want to show like too many words, too much information. So my main goal was to create, I guess, pieces that less words, but it draws people's attention in. My target audience is for really anyone, but my main focus was on parents or like middle-aged people, older couples, people I guess who aren't really into video games and I guess don't really support them, but also don't know much about them as well. So for Gaming Guardian, which is my brand name, I created 4 posters, a commercial, a pamphlet, as well as an infographic, along with my brand logo and my website. So moving on to my first poster, I kind of implemented the legendary quote, "Game over," into it, but with a twist. As you can see, it says "Game not over." So this poster overall kind of represents like how beneficial video games are, and like people who love video games, they love it for a reason, and it's a health benefit that has very different many views. So people have different views on all of it, but people play video games because they want to, and there's certain benefits and skills they can learn from that. So for my next poster, I kind of focused on a certain benefit, which would be strategizing. This can just go to show like it's just one of the many benefits you can learn while playing the game, but you can also bring that from the game to outside to the real world, and you can use those skills out in the real world too. And on top of that, strategy, like if you think about it, any video game, most of them, you have to strategize, you have to plan, just like the real world with your job, all your to-do list, you have to plan that out, you have to strategize what you're gonna do and when you're gonna do it. And that kind of ties back to, you can learn those skills just by playing video games, and that can help you be better set for the future. So for my third poster, kind of ties along with the last one, bringing those skills you learned from playing video games into the real world. So in the poster, it kind of shows the consoles. You have the controller, you have the phone for mobile games, and then you have the mouse for online computer games. And then once again, by playing these games, you can learn these traits and stuff and bring it into the real world. Some of these skills or benefits could be mathematics, planning and strategizing, like I said before. Even little things such as shopping are considered benefits when playing video games. And for my last poster, it kind of covers the mental health aspect of people playing video games, they learn that playing video games help with like anxiety, depression, and all sorts of different mental health. Just by playing and, having fun, it kind of takes your mind away from the real world. It allows you to relax and kind of enjoy for a little bit. And there are many ways to do this. There's so many games out there. There's endless genres, all different kinds of ways you can have fun, learn to have fun, and all that sorts of stuff. For my infograph, for my show, I made it a bigger poster than the rest of the other 4 posters. I did this because I would like this to be my main focal point when people look at it, just because it actually shows a list of benefits along with benefits playing with friends, which is another huge benefit of playing video games. You meet new people, you can play with friends you already know, and it's just a great way to socialize. So for my pamphlet, I kind of wanted the pamphlet to be kind of a tool for gamers to use, maybe like someone who's already been playing video games. This is kind of like a tool for them and others to learn like the steps they can take to, playing video games more healthy, and then even doing that so once again it can relate onto the real world. It also shows that it goes into depth on some of the benefits, goes in and explains like why these are beneficial and how they're healthy for you. So you're not just wondering like, why is that the way it is? There's actually an explanation in there of like why you should do this and how it can help you. So for my commercial, I listed some different benefits, but overall the commercial is to promote my brand, my website, which is to help better educate those who want to learn and like who would like to learn more about like video games and like what they do for people. Basically, it's just kind of a promotion for my website. So for my website, I created a service. So on the website, I have all 4 of the posters, the pamphlet, the infograph, and my commercial. And it's just kind of a place where anyone can access it. So if you want to access it, or if your friend's interested in learning about gaming health benefits, you can direct them towards my website. Overall, I really think this project has helped me time-wise, creativity, research, just about everything you can think of. I think this project has helped not only me, but my fellow classmates kind of excel in this industry and kind of getting ready to go on to the real world after graduation. For this project, I feel like I did a very good job of what I wanted to do for my idea at the beginning of the semester, or the year. The one big thing that was really hard on me was I created the first posters and I had a lot of information on it. And that was the big thing for me. It was, how do I draw the viewer's attention with using, I guess, as little of words as possible. So that's why for my posters, I kind of created them kind of like PSA posters. I wanted to have kind of a big graphic in each of them, kind of, the focal point, drawing the viewer's attention to the poster, and then with just a little bit of information on each. People who I want to really learn from this are people kind of like my parents, people who have maybe children or a loved one who loves playing video games and they're not so sure about it. I really think, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like they should maybe look into gaming and like the benefits and all that before they, I guess, jump to conclusions. So for this project, it required a lot of planning, a lot of research, just thinking before you act on the posters and designing them was a big part. And that's one thing I really struggled with. For me personally, I like getting right into the designing, but I had to learn. Research was probably the biggest part, then sketching everything out along with that. After graduating here at Doane, I hope to do branding and possibly working for an esports organization. Please feel free to visit my website at gaming-guardian.com. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for your time.